Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, man.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Hudson. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. The toss to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyway.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Makes the grab. It's Glover.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
14, Coastal Carolina, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He makes the connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Glover. They get him down after he makes the catch. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The shot that clears are rolling down the field. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass, it's Hudson. Getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Coastal Carolina.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, and that's another big play from this guy. We've seen him now dominate. He's been able to get pressure on the quarterback, and David, he's just been living in the opponent's backfield.
This dude is an animal. A couple of sacks, a couple of tackles for a loss, just putting his imprint on the game. In the pass game, in the run game, you better know where he's at. You might want to think about putting at least 2 guys on him.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Goes to the option. Still running at the 40. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
35. Coastal Carolina, 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking downfield, it's Hudson. Looking for a deep man. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. They'll line up for a second down play.
At the 15-yard line. Second down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The shot that clears want to pick up the tempo. They're trying to get to it. He's right on target. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hudson. Coming after him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Throwing right. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. And the shot that clears will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Finds his man. It's Harbor. And here comes the offense on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
To throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Hudson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down coming up. The back goes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot. Found good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The shot that clears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal.
3:25.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just...
Is incomplete.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
And the ball's on the ground. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 27. 2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fast.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Coastal Carolina, 13.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Fires to the big fella. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in, it's right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
From the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This is a 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The shot that clears, send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Here on 3rd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll go to the ground. Oh, gave the defender the business. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from them.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,